Welcome back. Yes, we are giving it back. We always thought we won't give it back. Well, we've given it back. Australia or New Zealand will be the World Cup champions of 2015. India has lost to Australia in Sydney by 93 runs. So it's been a bad day in the office for Team Dhoni. Mr. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, after the match, apparently has now said that he will take a final call on his future after a year. That is after the 2016 T20 World Cup, which is in India. Remember, sources telling us that Dhoni has more or less made up his mind not to play one-day internationals now, but possibly he could stretch it, we are now told, for another year. One more year, possibly, Mahendra Singh Dhoni will play, but that is about it. And then we'll take a final call, apparently, on his retirement. That's what he has said. There'll be a press conference that we are waiting on with the Indian captain, but clearly, it's not the kind of high nickel that Dhoni would want to go on.
No, absolutely not. Had he won, it's a different case and scenario. Getting into the final, lifting that trophy once again. No other Indian captain has ever done that, winning 2 back-to-back World Cups. But I guess you're absolutely right. This was not the place. And I still believe personally, he's still got a lot of good cricket left in him. I thought that if he retired now, or if he announces like you just said, I would have been a little surprised.
Okay, so you believe that he will still continue to play for a while longer, particularly T20 cricket, of course, and also a little bit of one-day cricket. Let me just go to Bangalore, because across India, very few people went to office today. And now that they've gone to office, presumably, they've had a bad day in the office. Pratibha, you're joining us there from Bangalore. Is there a sense of disappointment, or is there a sense of achievement that at least we reached the semi-finals?
There's a big hint of disappointment because India, especially Bangalore, had pre-declared that Team India would bring back the cup to their home country. But then it's a big disappointment because I'm at the Cricket Academy and today was a big session of practice, but they dumped all the practice and they were all huddled in a hall with a big projector, wanting to watch the match and wanting to see India bring back the cup or wanting to see Team India heading to the finals. But then do you think that India stood a chance? Were they a little overconfident?
No, I think they were overconfident as the pitch in Melbourne was spinners pitch. The spinners of India could have done better.
The spinners of India could have done better. क्या आपको लगता है कि इंडिया आज इंडिया की जीत हो सकती थी, लेकिन बहुत बड़े गलती हुई थी इंडिया की टीम इंडिया की वजह से?
हाँ, हमारे जो गेंदबाज हैं वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के बल्लेबाजों को बांध नहीं पाए, जैसा कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया के गेंदबाजों ने हमारे बल्लेबाजों को रोक के रखा। और दूसरा, जो हमारे बल्लेबाज हैं ऊपरी क्रम के, वो लंबी पारियां नहीं निभा पाए। और तीसरा, शिखर धवन और रोहित शर्मा के जो जीवन दान मिले उसका फायदा नहीं उठा पाए।
Pratibha, I'm just going to hold you for a moment. Yes. I'm just going to hold you for a moment. I'll come back to you a little later. Maybe you can record with them, because I just want to play the images that are now coming in. I want to get reactions, because you've got some very decent people out there. But I can tell you that there are some people who are already angrily burning posters of Virat Kohli. I mean, there is, on Twitter, they are attacking Anushka Sharma for going all the way to Sydney and saying she distracted Virat Kohli. What's going on? I mean, this is a typical overreaction. Is this the price we pay for hyping up the team so much? So when you lose, there's this overreaction. I'm going to play some of those shots just now. People are burning posters of Virat Kohli and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Is this done?
Not at all. I mean, I'm surprised. That's ridiculous. At the end of the day, they're sportsmen. They've gone out there. They've given their heart out. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you don't. When you're two sides playing, one's on the losing end, it's not that we haven't fought well. That's ridiculous.
Look at this picture. I mean, this is ridiculous. Is this the kind of, Andrew, you're watching these pictures and you must think that you're better off in Queensland than in India. Now you know what it is like to lose a match in India.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that the Indian players are under a lot of pressure, but burning their photos and smashing TVs, I can't see that's helping anyone. I know, obviously, the passion of the Indian people, but losing is a part of any sport, and you've got to have some dignity as a player when you lose, and also as a country.
No, but I'm just wondering whether we in the media, I'm going to put the finger at me, and whether we in the media are responsible for this. We hype up the team, we won't give it back. It's India versus the world. We build this sort of aggressive nationalism and almost make it a matter of life and death. And therefore, when we lose, you've got the kind of overreaction that I'm seeing in those images. Or maybe, you know, the moment a camera comes somewhere, Indians are going to sort of overreact.
Rajiv, don't forget, I can understand where you're coming from, but the media is always hyping up anything in a positive attitude. But, you know, you got some of these losers actually who's looking to burn the photographs and break down televisions. They must understand if you're looking to hype something in a positive note, you're only looking to promote Team India. And has the media ever run the team down when they've lost? Never. We've never pulled... at the end of the day, you try and figure out what went wrong, and that's about it. In sport, you do a sort of a postmortem, what went wrong. Things, if you had done this, might have changed the course of the game, but you've never run sort of the Indian team down or Indian sport for that matter down. So I guess some of these guys who are breaking television obviously don't understand about sport.
Obviously, this is a second-hand TV. I'm presuming this is a second-hand TV which was going to be dumped in any case. But you know, and Andrew, do you think the Indian team therefore comes under more pressure in a way than the Australians? I'm sure if the Australians had lost today, you wouldn't have the kind of scenes that I'm seeing today in parts of this country, you know, where players are being targeted. Look at this. I mean, whether it's being done for the camera or otherwise, it just reflects very poorly on us as Indians. So, you know, do you think there would be, in that sense, more pressure on the Indians before the match than there was on the Australians? Because we hyped it up so much?
I don't think so. Probably if your World Cup that you won here, it would have been just hugely intense for the players because they wouldn't have been able to move out of their hotel. Whereas at least in Australia, they're going to get a little bit of peace and quiet. The Australian people aren't going to hassle them like they get hassled in India. So I think they're probably happier away from home playing sometimes for that reason, that they get a bit of
That's an interesting point you make there, and you know, that we are happier playing out of home than you know, than in India, where we actually remarkably won the World Cup.